Pour l'espace d'un week-end, le village de Yorkville, le cœur de la ville de Toronto, s'est transformé en un espace magnifique célébrant les années fantastiques de la décennie 80. Inspiré de la musique, des films, de l'art et de la mode des années 80, plusieurs visiteurs se sont installés dans le parc de Yorkville afin de prendre des photos devant les statues géantes de glace. Rick, directeur du marketing pour le Yorkville BIA, nous en dit quelques mots en ce temps.
This is the 15th annual Bloor-Yorkville IceFest. It's a tradition in Bloor-Yorkville to celebrate winter in the heart of the city. Our theme this year is the awesome 80s. There's over 70,000 pounds of ice in the neighborhood, 55 ice sculptures inspired by film, art, music, and fashion of the 80s. With the Canadian cold winters, it's kind of a downtime where it's a little bit quiet in downtown Toronto, and we celebrate winter and bring activities in that brings the community together at IceFest every year.
We've been here many years. I actually don't know exactly how many. Every year we come here second week of February, and this year the theme is 80s. So we've done a bunch of sculptures that are 80s related. We've got a DeLorean, that's probably the biggest one we made. A giant sculpture, probably 8 feet tall, that's just says 80s really big written back in the focal point. A lot of really fun ones this year.
Yeah?
Just carved a 2-block demo of Pac-Man.
Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Ouais, ça me rappelle beaucoup vers les années 80 quand j'ai allé dans le disco au pays. Alors cette musique de funk me rappelle encore les années là.
High school. Music, of course. Lots of good TV shows. I don't know, lots of stuff.
Well, I like the fabulously inventive sculptures, and I'm looking to see if anybody has got a Trump sculpture. Trump, President Trump.
80s, oh my goodness. 80s was a time, was pure kind of feeling and enjoyment for everybody.
Well, the 80s, if you can hear like the Michael Jackson theme in the background, then you know it's the 80s. Like, you know, it's the retro and cool, most like innovative decade, the 80s. Although I wasn't born in the 80s, I've heard a lot about it. So that's why it's like, wow, it's so cool. It's different from like the generation that I was born into and grown up into.
IceFest is phenomenal. So Bloor-Yorkville BIA, they are a supporter of Heart and Stroke. They've been supporting us for the past 15 years and have raised over $90,000. So we're very thankful for the community and for Bloor-Yorkville BIA in terms of the donations that they provided us over the past 15 years. If you'd like to learn more about Heart and Stroke, you can always visit our website, heartandstroke.ca, to learn more about what we do. For the past 60 years, we have been fighting heart disease and stroke, and we have reduced numbers by 75%.
Do you have one word in French for us, if you have?
Bonjour, mes amis.
Thank you very much.